Hey YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and read a book called Space Explained. So I'm gonna open the book to the first chapter. Alright, what is space? Wow, what is space last year? Let's find out. Space is everything that lies outside the Earth, the planet on which we live. In space, there are many different objects, such as other planets, comets, black holes, and stars. Our sun is just a medium-sized star. In a galaxy of 100 billion stars outside our galaxy are billions of other galaxies. Looking into space. This study of objects in the night sky is called astronomy. I thought humans had traveled no farther than the moon. We know a lot about the other objects we can see in the sky. The brightness objects are also some of the closest. This bucket starts with the brightest, the sun, and what's in our outward, to the faintest, which are the very edge of space. Distance. The huge distances in space are hard to imagine because they're unlike anything we are used to. But all the districts are worked out step by step, by linking them to what we know on Earth. It is the way we measure in distance. We know how long an inch is, and we can judge what a yard looks like because we know that it's 3 feet long, a mile is 1,760 yards long. Citrus may be hundreds and thousands of miles apart. I thought this is still linked to the length of a yard. It is hard to imagine even 1,100 miles. The distance is 100 miles. The distance is too great to see, so we tend to think of 100 miles as maybe a couple of hours journey by car. It is the same in astronomy. Distance and size of planets can be measured in miles, but we cannot imagine 1 minute miles any better than 100 miles. So we think of journey miles again. But now we just use the travel time of light, which is 186,300 miles per second. Distance and to stars and other galaxies are measured in light years. And light years is a distance, not a time. Our time is also linked to the Earth. It is references trillions, millions miles, width is the distance light travels in 1 year. The nearest stars is the sun and over 4 light years away. So like that, I just went a whole different area. Now we're going on the time. Time. Our time is also linked to the Earth. The Earth travels around the sun and spins as it moves. As the Earth spins as it moves, and the sun appears to move around our sky. The time it takes for the Earth to spin once and is for the sun to return to the same positions in the sun is 1 day. It takes a year for the Earth to travel once around the sun. There are 365.25 days in a year. That is, the Earth spans 365.25 times in one trip around the sun because there is not a complete number of days in a year. We make our year 365 days long and add 1 day to make it 366 days long every 4 years. So, I'm guessing that probably means like once they take 2010, that's when then we have 4 more years to 366 days. So, wait a second. Yeah, 365 days in a year, so they add 1 day every 4 years. Alright, well, I'm gonna read page 10 next. Bye.